Beep, 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 beep. Hello and welcome to the Court of the Edijester election special. Right, the polls are open. Get your fannies out. Go and get voting, doing what you're supposed to do. As a member of a democratic society, one is expected to vote. I don't know why, I'm not bothering. No, I'm going to go and destroy my ballot, I think. But I'm in central Manchester. I mean, there's no chance whatsoever of anybody but the Labour getting in. They've had the council and they've had Labour MPs for years and years and years. It's not going to change. People vote for various reasons, but sometimes familiarity is one of them. Although the actual biggest reason, I believe, is fear when they get in there and the sweat's on the brow and they have to tick the box. But if I've ever seen a situation where the electorate is less engaged, I don't remember it. People just don't give a shit, do they? It's like it's just so bad under the Tories. And we've currently got, like, do you want it this bad? What length of the shaft would you like? Bend over. Now I've got this shaft here, which is a familiar shaft, but a long one. Or I've got this shaft here, which is an unfamiliar shaft, but an equally long one. Which shaft would you like? Shaft A or shaft B? I'll take shaft B, please, Michael. Oh! Because that's what's about to happen to the British people. Now, I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen next, but Starmer, flippity-floppity Starmer. Flip-flop, I've lost the plot. Starmer, who now says that, women's spaces, blah, blah, blah. He's saying all the right things, making all the right noises. While everybody else around him is going, what's Starmer doing? All the other Labourites, what's he doing? We're not doing that at all. We're going to, oh no, trans women are women, says half a dozen of it. It's like he hasn't got a handle on the whole damn thing. Right? He seems to me, he's like some sort of aging father at the head of a dinner table of 12 members of his family who are completely unruly. He keeps going, can I adjust? And they're all going, nah, 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 each other. So you're going to get out there and you're going to vote. That's the theory. Well, feel free, I say. Do what you want. If you're going to destroy a ballot, make sure you draw a nice big dick on it, don't you? Hey, just then when they're in the counting room. What have you got there? What, Tory? No. What is it? No, just another dick. Right, how many is that? 1,575,000. All right, okay, keep going. If that's what you're going to do. If you're going to destroy a ballot, put a dick on it. Just make sure the end of the dick's not in a box. Otherwise, they'll count it. Where's the dick pointing? Reform. Right. Reform. Okay. So off we go to the polls, right? And we're going to vote today. And I suppose by this time tomorrow or thereabouts, we'll know the answer. Although I think the answer is a foregone conclusion to a certain degree. But I did watch a fantastic trigonometry with Clark Mika, at Clark Mika, which is, of course, Peter Hitchens, who, if you want to cheer yourself up, don't watch it. I'm warning you now. But he knows these people. Hitchens used to be a Trotskyist, so he knows what the far left are like, and he knows Starmer. He knows how these people work. And if watching him talk to Konstantin Kisin, who of course comes from a background of communism, an understanding of totalitarian regimes, and Francis Forster, who do on trigonometry, is a fascinating watch. So I would recommend that you do. On the other hand, I've also seen something from Jonathan Pye, which is actually brilliant about the Conservatives. It takes them to bloody pieces for all the stuff they've done over the past 14 years. A country gets the people, the leaders that they deserve, and I think that's what we're about to get, because we have become bloated, lazy, indolent, stupid, and, quite frankly, inert in many cases. Many cases. I'm really putting all my hopes on the next generation that are coming up. I really am, because I hear from mums and dads who tell me that the 14 and 15, 16, 17-year-olds coming up now are a feisty bunch. I hope so, because I want to see them cause some trouble, because my God, everything's lackluster right now, isn't it? But what's going to be interesting to watch is what happens over the next few years. Because if, as we expect, we're going to end up with a, Starmer, a Star Chamber Starmer, who's running everything like he's a lawyer. He all thinks it's something that's got to be prosecuted. What's coming up next? The economy. My Lord. Then we're going to see what's going to happen with him. I think what we're also going to see, because there's a certain innovativeness about the GC movement, right? They're not lazy buggers. We've been busy, right? The GC movement, certain innovativeness about the GC movement, which is that they tend to have ideas that go beyond and above the nonsense that's being proliferated by the left and the liberals in this country. And also, sadly, the majority of them being women who are pushing this nonsense. And that's what so many people can't seem to get their head around. Why are they doing it? Might be at the behest of men, but it's women doing it. So I think we'll see some interesting parallel organisations. Now, I understand it's kicked off on LinkedIn this week as well. There's this, have you seen it? Sew Over the Rainbow. It's a great thing. So it's called Sew Over the Rainbow. And they're like, chatting about what the nonsense of the, equity and diversity and inclusion industry is. And by all accounts, it kicked off on LinkedIn this week. Somebody said something, and then all of a sudden, all the sort of like, the high priestesses of die came out of the woodwork. And people were like, no, you're full of it. On LinkedIn. LinkedIn must be going, which ones we're going to ban? Man, over in San Francisco, all stoned. LinkedIn, Palo Alto, wherever the bloody hell they're hiding. So there is this sense of mischief that comes with a win if it happens, because we've got to get mischievous. And mischievous means, I think, separate organisations. That's the way to go. You look at what's happening with Fair Job. Right, fairjob.co.uk. Look at what's that saying. Offering HR advice that's going to go beyond this nonsense. Right, teaching you stuff and making sure that you're okay in terms of keeping these people out. Because it's going to get worse, isn't it? It's going to get worse. They're going to be everywhere. They're going to be walking around like little Stasi, aren't they? These leftists, totalitarian leftists, with their mau folk in sort of number 10. What's the first thing you do, Keir? Struggle sessions. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? But nevertheless, get out there and vote. That's the most important thing, because democracy matters. And if you want to keep it, get out there and vote. Because, I'll tell you now, when Labour get in, they're going to make sure that democracy is weakened. Because they're going to do that by subverting it with the Supreme Court and other nasty little things they've got up their sleeves. If you don't believe me, watch Peter Hitchens on trigonometry. I think you'll find it enlightening. Have a great day. Once you've voted, take it easy, have a cup of tea. I'm going to go and sit in the sun and see if I can annoy some leftists. What else is there to do? Other than that, good luck. Go tick a box. I'll see you later.